People, welcome to another edition of the finger tapping frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard, with me, Big Jim, here at BadLadDad HQ. And it's Sunday afternoon here at BLD HQ, and I'm pushing it a bit on Ring Domination, as you can see with the John Cena card to get, still the first of the John Cena pair. I'm only sort of halfway through Randall, Mr. RKO himself, so I've got a bit of work I need to be doing there. I've got a few bonus picks, so I can use those. But also, it's been quite a busy afternoon. Ninja Boy has done his first NWE 30-man live Royal Rumble. If you haven't seen it, just have a look on our YouTube page down below. It's done ever so well for a little lad. Nearly 40 minutes. Nearly 40 minutes. It's a lot of live video for one very small, but very big-hearted little Ninja Boy. So there's that to look at, but also once I've done this video and got this up for you, I've actually got some work to do this evening, so whether I'm going to get John Cena done or not is a bit touch and go, I have to admit. It'd be a shame not to get it, having got all the other event cards knocking around. But having said that, you know, there's only so many hours and so many minutes in the day. Well, one of the things I wanted to run by you guys is, whilst we've been doing these NWE live videos, people have been asking us again, and you do ask us quite a lot about streaming. Are we going to be doing YouTube streaming? Are we going to be doing Twitch streaming? And I've promised to look into it. Well, the update on all of that is, basically when I record these videos, I use the iPhone, which is your eyes, it's the camera looking at me right now, and I edit everything on a MacBook, and the MacBook records the gameplay from the iPad that I'm using right now. And then I edit it all together on iMovie. It's a fairly simple but quite versatile process, which means I can make the pictures of me bigger or smaller, or I can mess around with the backgrounds on the gameplay. So it's quite useful, but it's not the kind of gear that will be useful for live streaming. Firstly, my MacBook is 6 years old. It's getting old. It's like me. It's getting old. So that's not going to be, it's not going to be strong enough for live streaming, and also I won't really be live streaming from my phone when you've got gameplay to be doing as well. But I do have a very decent, very expensive camera that I've used in my role as a photojournalist in the real world, because sometimes on motorsport assignments I've had to take pictures as I've been going along. So so that's been quite useful, looking into that, using that as helping me out doing some live streaming. And I've just sent off for a few bits and pieces that I need. But basically, the simple answer to all of this is, yes, I'll be looking to do some live SuperCard streaming within the next week to 2 weeks. Now initially, I should think I will run a test on YouTube, just to see how that goes, and just to make sure. It's all very well me having equipment here, but if the Wi-Fi isn't strong enough to carry it, or the equipment doesn't mould together well enough to produce a decent enough signal for you guys to watch, just as I'm saying that, I lose the connection of my game on the live link between my iPad and the computer. So I'm just going to have to, the MacBook, sorry. Oh, and I've just pulled a Harden Zack Ryder. Typical. Right, let's just come on with that. So you're just going to have to put up with me going. See, these are the problems you face when you're trying to set yourself up for doing live streaming. It's one thing doing this in a recorded video. I'm actually going to leave this in while I'm doing it, because ordinarily I could just chisel this little bit out from doing an edit, but in a live stream I would have to do this all manually. But again, this does show you the benefit of me recording footage of me separate to what's going on the MacBook, because then you don't get to see all the fiddling about. You just get to see the wonder of this face, like an extra from The Walking Dead. So yeah, what I will do is do a few tests on YouTube first to see if the streaming quality is okay, see if it comes across okay, and obviously you guys can comment while I'm doing that. I will flag them up and say, look, this isn't going to be the world's best entertainment, but it is just me trying out the equipment and doing a couple of test runs. But if that goes okay, and hopefully it should do, or if there are any problems I can get them ironed out fairly quickly, then the idea will be to move on to Twitch as well. So we will be doing some live Twitch streaming, and that will include a certain person who's been missing from SuperCard over the last few weeks, Ninja Boy, doing things such as the Mano v Ninja Boyo, which we've not done for a while. It's been a good 2 months, maybe even 3, since we did our last Mano v Ninja Boyo. So that's certainly one thing that would be on the agenda, and various other things. But, you know, let's not run before we can walk. So within the next week, expect to see me trialling some tests of live streaming on YouTube, and that's the gameplay. Obviously we can do the live streaming of Ninja Boy doing his wrestling figures, because there's no game involved in that. You're just looking at footage of him. So that's a fairly simple thing to set up. It's obviously a lot more complicated when you're trying to get live footage of a person, liaising with live footage of a game, and all coming out in one lovely stream for you people. So that is something I do need to set up, and I'm going to have to set it up on my PC, which is not where I have things set up at the moment. Everything I've done so far has been on Mac for the last, well, 2.5 years since we've been going. So it's calling for quite a change in the way that we do things, and it's also calling for a different setup, and it's going to take me a little while to get things going. It's even doing the new backdrops. Look at that. It's a naff game. It's difficult to concentrate while you're talking. You know, it's going to take a little bit of change, but you know, we're adaptable. We don't mind change if it means that we can have a bit more fun in the future. It's a good bit of shardishness there from Paige. Thank you, Paggy. That is, of course, assuming that you want to see this. It is going to... Oh, look at that. Straight away, there's another one. Roman Reigns. It's going to rely on you guys as well. I mean, if you guys obviously don't come and watch, it's not something we're going to bother with. But I would say, with regards to Twitch, when Twitch first started up, I did book the BadLadDad channel. So you should be able to find us on BadLadDad. I think we've got about 50 followers, which, considering we've not actually done anything, is not bad. But there's a holding picture of me and Ninja Boy there. In fact, it's our old YouTube end video. Our old YouTube video end picture. Let's try and get all the right words in the right order instead of all the right words in a slightly jumbled order. So you will recognise that it's us, but obviously it's under BadLadDad. So if you want to start following now, please, if you want to go onto Twitch, just look for BadLadDad and start following us now. Then obviously you should get some notifications when we start doing our first few videos. I'll be doing all the usual thing. I'll send it out on Twitter and on social media, on our social media channels, so that you can see what we're up to. Right, let's concentrate a bit more on this for a couple of minutes. Excuse me. Very warm here in London today, and it's very dry in this room right now. I've had to close the windows to do this because there's a concert going on up the road in Finsbury Park, wireless. I'm sure some of you have even been there. You could have waved at us from where you were. So there's a bit of racket going on there. Look at that. I haven't got anything there right to left, have I? So I do need to get this Randy Orton done and dusted as quickly as possible, so I can start cracking on with John Cena and give myself a decent chance, so that I'm not working at 4 o'clock in the morning on my real job. Oh, this isn't going to help us, is it? What can we do? Let's put Bobby Roode in that corner, and then I can still attack using Jinder or Mr. Hardy if I need to. Okay, well, let's put AJ in there. Okay, we'll take that. That'll do. Nice little win. It wouldn't surprise me to have a lot of you writing down below that you've already done this and you've got John Cena and you're ready to move on. But as I say, I've been quite busy with other things, and the work. Oh, I've reached the card limit. The work that I have to do is something I need to have finished by 10 AM Monday. So I don't particularly want to be sitting up at 4 AM on Sunday night, Monday morning, writing about something. I want to be sleeping, getting some energy for doing more of this. And I could do a SuperCard video tomorrow then. Right, let's just actually have a look at the deck that I've got and just make sure everything in the deck here. There's the... I still haven't probed my Seth Rollins. As you can see, I'm still working on him. So he's fully powered up. Taker's done. This AJ's fully done. Bobby Roode was done. It's just some matches, isn't it, with him to finish off. Yeah. Okay, on Samoa Joe, is he fully powered? He's fully powered, okay. And then there was... Aha, right, here we go. I knew something in here needed powering up. So let's finish off, or get as close as we can to finishing off AJ here. What was I going to do? That's the wrong section. Well done. Yeah, it's been a long weekend trying to sort a few things out, but we were determined to make sure that Ninja Boy's Royal Rumble went ahead. Let me know what you think of those. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I know it's different to what we do, but you know, it's nice to do something different. We don't just want to keep doing the same things over and over. That's why we enjoyed recording some FIFA videos now and again. There are other things. We did that golf challenge on the golf game a few weeks ago. There's, of course, there's a WrestleCrate unboxing. There's WWE Champions, which I must catch up with. I do need to do some more of that. It's been a while since I've done that. But the reason that we do the other things is obviously to just try and vary the content a bit. But also, this is all about having a bit of fun. You know, it's not just all about SuperCard. SuperCard is the main thing that got us going on YouTube, and I know it's what brought a lot of you to come and see what we've been up to. But equally, I know that some of you do enjoy the other things that we do, and you are asking us to play other games which we haven't even looked at yet. But I do need to be careful. I can't sort of tackle too much. There we go, he's fully done now. So what was I going to do? 24-17... 2877. I think what I'm going to do with him is I'm going to double on both of these. That's the way I'm going to do that. Thank you very much. Sorted. Let's get back on with the game. Yeah, you know, we're just trying to keep things fresh. Because if it's just me rattling on about SuperCard all the time, I'm sure you get bored with that after a while. Jim, it's just non-stop talking about WWE SuperCard. There's only so much you can say. So, it is nice to have something different, but, you know, if it's not your cup of tea, well, that's fine. Just, if you don't want to watch NWE Presents, well, don't watch it. You don't have to be mean about it. So a few people decided to leave some pretty horrendous comments, which, bearing in mind how old Ninja Boy is, was totally uncalled for. But, you know, I appreciate people's opinions, as long as they are constructive opinions and not just abuse for the sake of it, in which case you can have it back in spades, in buckets and spades. So yeah, we'll continue to try some different things, and it is nice to get some suggestions from you guys of other things to try, but I have to be careful. Then there's no point just starting something for a video or two videos and then saying, well, actually no, we don't want to do this anymore. And I have tried some other games in the past. There was one of the Walking Dead games, which I'd started making some videos on, but funnily enough it wasn't the one of the two that are out there that I play more, if that makes sense. And I've ended up that I don't play it so much these days. I tend to play Walking Dead Road to Survival quite a bit, to the point where I've got quite a strong team and I'm in one of the higher factions within the region that I'm in, but I've never made a video about it. Maybe you want to see a video about it, I don't know, but it's not something that I've committed to video, because it is actually nice when you have to record so much. It is actually nice to have something that you can just play whenever you want, rather than thinking, I better not collect that reward because I need to show it to people. So I've had that problem with my Fusion, my WrestleMania 33 Fusion. Oh, Long John Silver and the Pirates, they're a bit angry with Big Jim, a bit angry, because of course I was able to collect it pretty much the same time as all you guys who'd put one in to cook as soon as we were allowed access to the WrestleMania 33 Fusion Chamber. But when mine was ready, it was sort of late evening here, and I obviously couldn't record a video here late evening, so I had to wait till the following day to do the video, which meant I had to wait till the following day to open it up to show you guys. So then all of a sudden I'm a day behind everyone else. See the problem? And that can happen with other things as well, like King of the Ring. Like, it can be like a day and a half before I can get into a new King of the Ring, because I'm waiting to show you the rewards that I'm going to pick up. What's that? Sorry, something's just come up on the screen again. An awful lot of technology interruptions today, which is totally uncalled for. So 25, I've still got 11 pieces to go here, so I've still got a bit of a job on. So that was it really. I just wanted to let you know that the plans are afoot. The plans are at arm's length. We're heading into the plans. We're not giving them the elbow. We need to get on with these plans that are afoot. I'm talking nonsense. Yeah, so what we're doing basically is, within the next week, there will be a live test stream on YouTube of me playing SuperCard. Assuming that goes okay, I'll do a second test just to make sure that all the equipment is working. It may not be very long, because if I'm having to rely on the battery power on the camera that I've got at the moment, the battery life won't last very long, whereas I'm waiting for a mains pack to come, and that will mean I can talk for hours, you lucky people, hours and hours and hours. So I shall do that first. Oh look, I've started another game. What the hey, let's just do it, eh? And yeah, depending on how that goes, we shall then move to the Twitch arena. So don't forget, BadLadDad on Twitch. You will find the channel. It's there. I haven't done anything with it, apart from stick a picture up with me and Ninja Boy. So you will find it. But that is the plan. So, who knows? Within 3 weeks from now, you could find there's some regular WWE SuperCard streaming from BadLadDad on YouTube and on Twitch. And see how it goes. It could be good, it could be fun, it could be pants, who knows? We will find out together, as we do most things. We will find out this voyage of discovery, and YouTubery, and Twitchery, and see how we go. Right, come on, let's get this over with quickly. I'm about due another WrestleMania pull, to be honest with you. It's been a while. Let's put Jinder up there. Should be enough, then we can go right or left depending on what they do. There we go, we'll go right. We're glorious! We're sorted. Right, give us a nice WrestleMania 33 pick. A nice female. Oh yeah, the females. The female, depending on Great Bowl of Fire winner will be either Sasha or Alexa Bliss in this week's team event, which is excellent news for me. It's superb news for me because I've got both of them as single cards. So I'm guaranteed, assuming the team goes ahead and we do it, I'm guaranteed to get a pro from that, so I'm very pleased. And normally, once they start chucking on my female cards, normally you're getting close to a new tier then. There's a little flag that goes up in this game. Let's stop throwing away female cards at you. Right, there we go, that's it, isn't it? It's all over. It's all done. It's all done and dusted. Right, still a bit to do, and how long did it say to go? 8 hours. 8 hours to go. I've got a lot to do, people. I've got a lot to do, people. Anyway, look, that's it for today. Thanks ever so much for watching. Let me know. Should we be streaming? Let me know in the comments down below. Is that something you would like to watch? Something you'd like to see? And what are you making of NWE Presents? Ninja Boy with his fine efforts, with his figures, doing their various bits and pieces. 30-man Royal Rumble. Go check it out. And of course, as I always say, the best way to follow us and find out what's happening and when, follow us on Twitter. More importantly, subscribe down below. Smash that like button if you can. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. Until I see you next time, you stay cool.